Yes, what's up everyone, Homemade Madness back again with my homemade jet ski project, part 6, the final build part. And absolutely everything in this project was homemade, including the hull, top half and even the jet drive unit. And in the previous part we got the 1200cc Superbike engine running, took it for a quick test drive, went pretty good. But in this part I'll be finishing the jet ski, making the seat, building the steering, adding a reverse and making some other small stuff like some handles, ventilation holes and an extra handle on the seat. And then I'll take it out again for another final quick test drive as a jet ski. With my new belt drive setup, which as you might remember failed in the previous part. And after that I'll finally finish this insane project with a stunning paint job and some other small stuff, and as you will see it turned out absolutely beautiful. So let's get on with it, and starting by making the homemade body seat. So before we start building, let's talk about a game you can play this Halloween. Bloodline Heroes of Lithus. Heroes of Lithus is a fantasy game in which you can build your own kingdom and collect champions to defend it and the rest of the world. It's free to play on Android, iOS with stunning 3D graphics and easy to use controls on a vertical screen. But even better, you can create your own legendary champions by combining the bloodlines of elves, demons, demigods, orcs, dwarves, dragonborn and more. If you have not tried out Bloodline yet, now is the best time to do so, because the game just got the biggest update ever. You can now customize your champions to create over 800 different new hybrids between any two bloodlines, not only inheriting their talents and traits, but also their unique appearances. New fantasy characters are being released into the game every month, which means the possibilities are endless. And by participating in the Halloween event starting October 27th, you will be able to obtain an accursed champion for free on the 7th day. They are the darkest and most terrifying assassins, an undead clan that rose alongside the Dark Elves. These Wraith Lords were cursed by the dark ritual that has given them a thirst for blood. They can not only nuke your enemy, but also sustain themselves on the battlefield longer during fights. So download Bloodline Heroes of Lithus now for free using my special link in the description, or by scanning this QR code. And get a special starter pack worth $20 containing 10 energy potions, 100,000 in gold and 100 diamonds. Also, you get a free vampire this Halloween starting the 27th of October. Okay, so this is the top half back on, still fits. It's a bit cramped in here, but it fits nicely. So first thing I want to do is make the seat. And all the parts for the seat were included in the plans. I already cut them out in part 1 or 2. There they are. So let's assemble the parts, glue them together, cover it with foam and fake leather. And then I can sit on the seat and determine where the steering will go. Okay, so this is the reverse cap, which goes on the nozzle of the jet drive and pivots over like this to engage reverse. And now I need to figure out a way to move it. So I mounted a ball joint in here and I have this cable which will move it. So to move the cable, I'm thinking about putting a lever which you can grab somewhere around here, and then you can pull it a bit to engage neutral and pull it a bit further to engage reverse. And then the lever pulls on the cable and pushes the cap down. So to make the sliding lever, I have this tube which perfectly fits around this shaft. So this will go somewhere in here. This end will have a handle attached to it. This end will go back in here and have the cable attached to it. So yeah, so far so good. Seat is nice, steering is good, reverse. Okay guys, welcome back. So it's almost ready for a test drive. I've been doing some stuff off camera. Last thing you saw me do was put on this strip to seal it off and prevent water from going through the seam. And I'll still have to come up with some way to actually mount the two halves together. I think I'll put some bolts in here permanently and then I can just tighten a nut down here. So I did quite some stuff. I made this thing to go around the steering, which I think makes it look a lot better. And also I made this rear handle spoiler thingy to make it look better and also as a grip for the passenger. And in the last test drive video, as you may know, I had some problems with the drive belt, which takes the power from the engine and gears it up a bit to the jet drive. So I've upgraded it to a new belt, which is much stronger, has way more and bigger teeth. And according to the specs, it should be able to hold the power. So we'll see if it works today. I think it will. And also I made the guard around the drive shaft, so if something snaps here, it doesn't come flying through the hull. And also I made this guard to go around the belt. Very nice. And I've modified the bike's air filter. Just made it a bit shorter, cut it in half, took about this much off and glued it back together. And that's pretty important because without the air filter it just doesn't run good. So let's put this on, take it out and take it into the water. Working pretty good. Steering is nice. It's really fast. And well, it's just a good jet ski. Okay, so let's talk about the test drive. First off, things that went good. It's pretty stable in the water. It's plenty powerful. I only went in 4th gear and didn't even go full throttle, not even near. So that's all good. Steering is good, it steers super sharp. And just like the rest of it, it rides nicely. The seat is good. It did handle the waves pretty good and it turned really tightly and went a lot sideways in the turns. But it's no problem, it's nice and stable. So the engine was running fine. I modified the air filter to fit in here. Temperature was good, oil pressure, everything good. And the new and improved drive belt didn't skip teeth like the last one did, so that's good. Only problem is I have the CV axle right here and this CV boot snapped and there's grease everywhere. And also the CV joints themselves got pretty hot and started rattling a bit in the end. And that's probably because I'm running them at a bit higher speed than they were meant for. And some people have mentioned this in the comments. So I think I'll just take it out and then put in a shaft with universal joints, which can handle much more RPMs. And also, if we take out the fuel tank, you can see in here is the drive belt. And this is the shaft from the jet drive. And there's only one bearing on here. And the other bearing is in the jet drive. And this one also got quite hot. So I think I'll try to mount another bearing on this side. See if I can make it work. So I'll fix all these problems, which were kind of to be expected. But for the rest of it, it was pretty good and a lot of fun to drive. So next job is, well, fix all those little things, finish the last little details, then paint it, nice colors with a lot of striping and text on it. And after that, it's finally done. Let's do it.